Here we go, and we're live. Yeah, Dave Englund, thank you so much for connecting. It's so good to see you, the guy who got me into all this good stuff.
Yeah, the live stream. I don't know. I apologize for bringing you into the live stream. Everyone
It's
sees live and they think, oh, this is great. But there's a lot of work behind the scenes, right?
yeah, like oh, it's so easy. Not
Yeah.
really, not really. Now I got to remember where
They
the mute
said
button
once
is
you
because my
figure it
dog's
out,
in here.
you'll figure it out. You'll love it. And
Yeah, but there's a lot of
so,
steps. So thank you for your patience of getting me rebaptized into the
yes,
live
shining
space.
another light. Yeah. Act two. Act
Yeah,
two.
yeah. Well, hey, I wanted to connect with you because we each have a bunch of great marketing programming coming up through NIM Live, Newport Interactive Marketing. So we have a speaker coming up who's a frequent guest, and I will, a frequent speaking guest, and I'll do a reveal in a few minutes. But you are doing marketing camp and you're pulling together your programming. It's the beginning of June.
Yes. Well, it's actually going to be May 31st, which is a Friday, into Saturday, June 1st. So it's a 2 day. It's really a day and a half, but it's great. We've been doing the marketing camp. This will be our fourth time doing it,
Nice.
and the first time on the island. So we're right in Newport at the Wayfinder,
That's so
and we
awesome.
are so excited. And you're speaking at it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to do a whole talk on content that dips into a lot of tools and AI and how I think we're at an interesting crossroads in marketing that you, as a small business owner, can do a lot yourself. I think it's just a matter of knowing the tricks, and not everyone has the setup in their organization that they can either afford or have time to do marketing themselves. But what are the systems and tools that we can put in place so that you're doing enough, not overwhelming, but you're still getting out there and like feeding the beasts, the content beasts.
Yeah, and you and I both know that business owners are so busy doing their own stuff. So
Hmm.
anything they can come to learn just a few tips, and there's going to be a lot of tips here. We've actually asked all the speakers to give all their great stuff, all their
Nice.
great tips and techniques,
Yeah.
tips, tricks, and techniques. I have to say that again. So yeah, there's a lot in helping a small business owner or a medium-sized business if they're doing social media or marketing themselves. This is a great opportunity, fantastic opportunity. We really want to give back, so that's what the marketing camp is all about. With also a vintage camping theme going on. So,
Oh.
people are going to be broken up into groups. You might be in group squirrel, group raccoon, and then the guy leading it off has a whistle. He blows the whistle if anyone's in trouble, or you know,
That's awesome. I
it's
love it.
good. It's very campy,
Yeah.
pun
Will there
intended.
be marshmallows?
There might be marshmallows. There will be a fire.
There has to be
Uh,
marshmallows. I mean, come on.
there's
You got to stay on
prizes that are
brand.
given throughout. Yeah, yeah. We should just throw a marshmallow at someone who has a wrong answer or something. But we have a lot of fun because what happened is, and you probably experienced this too, Suzanne. We've all been to like seminars in New
Hmm.
York, Boston, wherever. I've been to a bunch, and they're all exciting. But when you're sitting there, after about 45 minutes, your eyes start to gloss over. It's like, okay, I took a lot of notes. My brain needs a little bit of a break. So we've only made it 45 minutes per class, per subject, with a 15-minute break after every single class. And
Nice.
everybody loves it. We begged for negative feedback, we got none. And
That's so great.
everybody loved that idea that their brain can recharge and go back after a break, talk to the speaker that just spoke, and get right back into it. And
Yeah. And
a lot of topics.
there's not a lot of opportunity at huge conferences and even smaller conferences to actually have the time to build a connection with whoever the speaker is. You're hearing all this great information, but you have a follow-up question that's specific to you, and it's hard to do that when there's like 10 people behind you and the
Right,
speaker's feeling
right.
that pressure. But this is so laid back, and all the speakers are there the whole time. So yeah, grab a marshmallow, grab a cocktail, sit around the fire, talk some shop, get some specific answers. I
Yeah,
love the whole concept from the beginning.
yeah, registration's like 7:30, 8 a.m., something like that. And then the tickets are on sale now live at
Mm-hmm.
themarketingcamp.com. Site just went live yesterday. So
Awesome.
we've already got 3 people signed up. So we're like, wow, this is good.
Yeah. And
Really
how
good.
many
So
people?
how many people we're hoping to have?
Yeah, how many attendees?
Because last year we were at the Nilo Hotel and it only fit 40 people.
Okay.
So it was limited. And then you got like 6 speakers.
Right.
And then Sal and Michelle were like the camp counselors. So there's 8. So you kind of narrow how many people we could have.
Yeah.
But the Wayfinder, which is still on the tail end of being finished, and they promise they'll be ready in time. It's a huge room. I think it fits 75 to 100. So
Oh, but yeah, you'll
we can
sell out.
expect a lot of people.
You'll still sell
If
out.
we have, yeah, if we have 60, 70 people, that's fine. But
Yeah.
already we're getting some stuff. But once the tickets get close to sold out, we really do have to shut the door because there'll be no more room.
There's
And
fire
you want to
code.
grab fire code, yep, fire code. Especially the Wayfinder because there was a fire there. So
Yes.
they're going to be
So,
really fun.
and the ticket prices are very reasonable. They do go up, right? There's an early bird
Oh my
special. Can you
gosh.
tell me
Yeah,
about that?
right now, full price is 247. But right now there's an early bird special. It says till March 31st, it's $147.
It's so
That's
reasonable
a
for a day and a
$100
half.
drop. Yeah, that's unheard of.
Yeah.
It's really this whole thing should be 397, 497. You know, it
Yeah, at
should be
least.
200 bucks, but
Yeah.
we're giving away a lot of stuff.
Yeah. No, it's great. I mean, the whole goal, just like with NIM, Newport Interactive Marketers, is to support the business community.
Hmm.
Taking the expertise of digital marketers, and traditionally we have a lot of people like you, like me, who own and run agencies or specialize in search engine optimization or social media. We're all
Hmm.
there, whether we're speaking or not. But the goal is to help support the business community as best that we can. And
Mm,
they don't make it easy. It's like, help us help you, please. You're like, here it is for
right.
free. Just show up. In NIM's case, it's for free. But I
Yeah.
think, having that condensed time frame where you're just taking a day and a half out, like a retreat. It's fun. You're going to learn a lot. There's going to be a lot that you can apply, and I think that that's worth it for every small business owner to just take that time to recalibrate.
Yeah. And, I'm personally very proud to have you on as a
Oh,
speaker
thanks.
this year because I got to hold you up, Suzanne. You've been, I don't know when I met you, 15 years ago, maybe
Probably.
longer.
Yeah.
And you were holding the torch on giving back to the business community. Like there was no one else.
Oh,
I mean,
thanks.
there was other people doing little talks on how to build a website here and there, and that's all good. But you created a community in Newport, and it's amazing. And I used to go to it. It was amazing, awesome. I will continue to go to it. I haven't gone in a while, like before COVID, actually. So, but we're kind
Well,
of reconnecting here. But you've done a
yeah.
great job. I
Thank
gotta
you.
thank you for that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we held strong Newport Interactive Marketing, kind of shifted our brand into NIM Live because we weren't Newport specific anymore. And we had done virtual many times. Like I hosted a NIM, I was in the Seychelles and I hosted a NIM from the Seychelles, because I
Right?
was on travel on vacation with my family. And so we knew like how to do Zoom and all that kind of stuff. And then once everybody figured Zoom out and all programming shifted to virtual, it just got very noisy. And I really felt like we were just getting drowned out. And so I kind of went on this initiative of how can we as programmers, um, figure out like how can we team up so that we're able to reach. And what I learned was, because I did a whole design thinking workshop about it, and basically what I learned is like people were really worried about their jobs. If your job at all these very great organizations is to do programming, you kind of don't want to give any piece of that away. So that was
Mm.
a total crash and burn. Like I learned a lot, but the idea that we were going to be able to bring marketing programming and team up with different organizations that already had that fully mapped out. But now that there's such a strong need for programming, things are starting to shift again. I had a conversation yesterday about, having an organization co-sponsor upcoming NIMS, and yeah. So I mean, so it's been good. We did take a hiatus. We have, I'm starting to build back up. I kind of ran into a problem because previously NIM was entirely all the marketing for NIM was done by an intern. Usually just one intern, and they were with me for a year. I had an intern who was with me for almost 4 years. And we would bring other interns in to learn the process and give them the opportunity to grow and market. But but yeah, just there's been a lot of shifts in audiences, in hiring, in opportunities. So it's been a little bit of a slow restart, but yeah, well, I mean, we'll get there. I'm going to stick primarily to virtual. And then like marketing camp is a great opportunity for people to engage in person, and that's going to be in Newport this year, which I'm excited about. And I think we'll focus more on doing like a holiday gathering and more quarterly social, maybe open
Yeah.
mic tip nights, and just to kind of be a little bit more realistic about the reach and the impact that we could be having, that the geographic focus maybe wasn't serving the community overall financially. I mean, it costs money to do these things, as you know, right? And we make NIM free. There's a membership option that's more of like, we're not a nonprofit. I've run a nonprofit. I don't intend to turn NIM into a nonprofit. Um, so it's more just like a support. The membership's $100 for the year. You can access the media library of all our past talks. Um, so just kind of figuring out what the model is. And then, so maybe when we come together in person, we'll do the open mic tips night. It was interesting to get everybody together a couple times last year, and everybody's just like so happy to see each other and to catch up and like what's
Yeah.
happening and all that cross collaboration that happens is really important. It felt quite a bit like a reunion, which I was happy about.
Tips night was great. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't think I missed one of them. That was just really great. These little flash of an idea, like, hey, when you do this, do this. Like, oh, I'm like jotting everything down
Yeah.
a
And it's a
lot.
great opportunity because there's a lot that goes into presenting at NIM. There's the curation piece, like I have a whole, like you've been through it. The
Mm.
way that NIM is structured is, so there's two layers to every topic, right? There's typically three main takeaways, but from those takeaways there's like an advanced and a beginner. So everybody gets served on
Right.
all levels. So that
Yeah.
level of programming is a bit, can be challenging for a speaker, right, who wants to get up and be like, do this and do that, da, da, da.
Mhm.
So there's a lot that goes into it, and tips night is a great opportunity for people who don't have the time to dedicate, because it's hours to prepare I say to prepare 20 minutes of material, and you're going to be up there for an hour. So that takes time. That's a big dedication, that I really applaud all of the hundreds of speakers that we've had. But tips night is, like you said, rapid fire. You can get up there, and a lot of times it's things that maybe you haven't have put together yourself, but you heard somebody say something, and you're like, oh, and then this, so there's this great follow on, and I really love
Right.
that part, and I think that's great too. The sort of unscripted, unplanned is always, that's where the magic happens. That's what I say, like being live, and particularly being in person if you can. That's where the magic happens. You
Yeah, it
can.
always does. Yeah,
That's
that's where we're excited about marketing camp to just have all these people in the room and just sharing ideas and networking. And there's been a few joint ventures. I heard of one person who met someone and they started doing work together, not as clients, but like trading work together. And
mm-hmm.
so it's great, great networking
Yeah,
at things like this. NIM
yeah,
Marketing Camp.
yeah.
We're excited. We can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
Me
In
too.
June, June in Newport. Yeah,
It's going to be
let's have
great.
it.
Yeah, and you know what? In the end of May, the beginning of June, the weather is not that great that it's distracting. It'll be pleasant
Hmm.
to be out. Yeah, and I just wanted to mention too before we go that I have a really exciting February coming up for Newport Interactive Marketing NIM Live. We have Dan Shore, who is a frequent flyer. I feel like I need to be like SNL and get everybody jackets, like
Yeah, yeah,
the like the Masters jackets that they wear, with the five on it. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure
yeah,
Dan's
yeah.
Dan's at the
The 5 o'clock.
five mark, but he is very well known nationally, internationally, search engine optimization expert. But he's going to come and talk about YouTube and coming at it from an SEO lens. It's great to create content, but if nobody finds it, then what's the point? If, tree falls in the
Mm,
woods principle. And he's just so put together and approachable and puts everything into English. Is happy to do like live audits if people want, hey, some tips. He can take a look at your channel and see what you think. But also just so
mhm.
many takeaways, and is just really interesting to listen to. His podcast is, I believe it's Birds on the Wire, SEO on the Wire, something like that, on the wire.
Mm,
But it is so I'll know for when I do my live with him. Um,
yeah.
it's really really well liked, and I believe he's on pause with that too because it takes a lot to put these things together. But I'm really
So,
excited to have him back for NIM and his main talk. So we're going to do a quick live to preview, just like we're doing here. And then his main talk is going to be lunchtime, virtual, on Thursday, the 29th of February. And we're going to dig into
oh, I
YouTube.
will. I'm going to sign up. Yeah, put that on Eventbrite. I'll be there.
Yeah. So our
Oh, wherever you buy your tickets.
yes, yeah. Well, you can go to newportinteractivemarketing.com, and if you go to the events page, or I think we have, there's a bit.ly there too, but it's been a while, so I can't remember what it is. But newportinteractivemarketing.com/events. And yeah, the RSVP page is there. And again, live is where the magic happens. So I'm really excited, and I'm so thrilled to have you and to get back on my eCam tutor.
Yeah,
I
the
love it.
mentor of Cam. Yep.
Yeah. And again, like just, we don't work together directly necessarily, but we do partner up occasionally for things like that and to support one another. And that's really what it's all about,
Yeah.
as in the marketing community, there's plenty of fish in the sea, and everybody does things a little bit differently. And I like to say with designers and developers and projects, and with any marketing, they're like shoes and socks, right? Like
Hmm.
you're not going to wear pantyhose with sneakers. You're not going to wear running socks with high heels. So,
Well,
I mean, you
I don't know
can.
about the last one, but you could.
There's always options, right? But
Argyles with high heels. I don't
I
know.
think that could be a
Uh,
thing.
that's a good analogy. I do like that. Yeah, it's got
Yeah,
to fit.
shoes and
Got to be a
socks.
good fit. Shoes and socks. There you
Yeah,
go.
and so there's plenty of projects out there, and everybody seems to take a slightly different approach. Like you have a very strong design background, but you do a lot with social, digital, email.
Mm,
My specialty as a former journalist, as a content strategist, but also I do project management. I put the team together, and yeah, it's just really fun to help clients and small businesses. What do you want to be known for? And helping them figure that
right.
out. I just had a client call that was, we're struggling a little bit. I'm like, I just respectfully am going to ask you to think about this a little bit harder,
Yeah, yeah.
because the riches are in the niches, as they say, right?
Right, right. There you go.
Yeah.
You don't want to be too broad. Yep.
But
Don't be
good.
too
Well,
broad.
we didn't want to make this too long, so thank you so much, Dave. And any, do you want to give us the website again for Marketing Camp?
Yes, it's themarketingcamp.com. And
Nice. Oh
this
yeah.
is it right now on mobile.
Yep. Awesome design.
114 days away, 18 hours and 34 seconds.
Oh, I love it. The countdown.
Yeah, yeah, and then you're in here somewhere. Where are
Well,
you?
you know what that
Coming
means.
up?
I got to get going on my description.
Yeah, you got to get going on the description. I'm going to
That'd
be
be fun.
asking people for that. So
Yeah,
yeah, here's the presenters. Bob's, yeah, it's not coming into shot. Bob Salvis,
that's all right.
Michelle Gallagher, Dave England, Bill Parmentier. We got a bunch of people, and we may have some surprises. And we give away a really nice prize. We gave away a laptop last year,
Wow.
brand new laptop. It was awesome.
It's like Oprah.
Yeah, I know. Like, well, Oprah gives everyone something. We only give one because we're not Oprah. But you get one,
Yet.
and you don't get one, and you don't get one, and you don't get one.
You're not Oprah yet. You'll get there.
You're not Oprah. We're like a single focused Oprah. So thanks for having me on, and thanks for letting me promote this marketing camp coming up May 31st, themarketingcamp.com. Get your tickets now because it will sell out.
Yeah, I can't wait. And newportinteractivemarketing.com/events. We're going to have Dan Shore later this month talking about YouTube.